Hello everybody, this is Pejman, doctor in pharmacy. This is my third video regarding our broken health system, what went wrong and why it cannot be fixed and what would be the alternative. In this video, I am trying to explain if millions of Americans don't like this health system, why we're still putting up with this system, why do we still have it after so many years. These are the summarized reasons. As a healthcare worker myself, for over 20 years of experience in this broken system, these are summarized reasons that I came up with that explains why we haven't changed the system yet. Let me explain to you, first of all, we are creatures of habits. And we have choices. The one main difference between humans and animals that we can choose. We have choices. We have thoughts, we think, and based on these things and thoughts, we make choices. And we create habits. Based on these habits, we form the reality, the world around us. American people have been told over and over again for years now that the system is all we have. There's no alternative. We cannot afford to change the system. It's impossible to change the system, and we are not socialist, so on and so forth. Because all this have been told to American people over and over and over years, they started to believe in them, and so there's a fear of change. What happens if we change the system? There's no alternative, and fear of change, and fear of losing your job. Let me talk about the fears that my colleagues have. The healthcare providers themselves, they are not happy with this system. They hate this system. And when you speak to them in private, they speak up to you. They open up to you. They tell you how hard it is for them to navigate through this broken, complex system. And they are frustrated by it, just like you, American people. But they have fears. Fears of retaliation and fear of losing their job. Frankly, they don't want to speak up. There was a survey done with several thousands of physicians across the U.S. in 2017. This is what they found. This was, of course, an anonymous study. Physicians believe that 21% of whatever we do in medical care in this country is not necessary. 25% of tests, 22% of all prescribed meds written by them, and 11% of procedures are not necessary. And these are just waste of money for this country. And so they know that. They admit that. The system is a failure. We know that before I go any further, there is an argument from two sides of different views about this health system that we have. One side says we have the best doctors, the best hospitals, and so we have the best health system. And the other side doesn't believe it. Of course, we do have the best hospitals in the world. We have the best doctors in the world. As a matter of fact, we have the best medical schools in the world. We have the best technology of medicine in the world. But when it comes to the health service provided to U.S. citizens, do you really believe, I'm asking from both sides, do you really believe that all Americans, average American, has the same access for the top-notch service in this country? And every single American has the same level of access to all these top-notch, wonderful medicine available to them? Of course not. Now, the other side argues that, look, all these people are coming from around the world to seek medical care in this country. I agree with that, because they can afford it. They come and they pay for it. So when you pay for it, you get the best care available in this country. Again, does average American has that affordability to pay for that medical care that they need as a top-notch medicine? Of course not. So these are two different things. We cannot mix them. The other side of the coin is in 2017, we had about 1.4 million Americans left US, left this country in seeking a better deal for medical care because they couldn't afford in the US. That's the other side of the coin. Again, the medical care, the health care system has to be differentiated from top-notch medicine. These are two different things, and we should not mix them together to come up with the conclusion we have the best medical system. They don't add up. So the problems with the population, one of the problems that is a bad disease that is affecting people is being indifferent. Indifference is a disease, in my opinion. If you're indifferent, you're not reacting to the wrongdoings around you, nothing will change if people are indifferent in a country. There is no force behind it to make the government or make the society or make the law change for betterment, for the welfare of the society. If something is wrong, if some injustice in the society, if people are indifferent, do you think anything will change? There is a very beautiful statement from Peter Marshall, the chaplain of the United States Senate in 1940s. He says, a different world cannot be built by indifferent people. How true, how true. How right is that, this statement? Another disease is a disease of pessimism. Pessimism is not a bad thing, actually, just to some certain degree. There's a say that it's a famous say that optimists invented the airplane and pessimists invented the parachute. But over pessimism leads to people like not wanting to make that parachute because they think that parachute might not open at all. So over pessimism is not a good thing. It paralyzes you. It disables you. It kills your plans. It kills your dream. You can't do anything. You cannot get out of your comfort zone at all. So nothing will change. Helen Keller has another beautiful statement, this time regarding pessimism. Listen to this one. It's beautiful. It says, no pessimists ever discovered the secrets of stars, or sailed to uncharted land, or open new doorway for human spirit. How true. So please don't be an over pessimist. Nothing will change if you do that, and it doesn't help your family, your community, and your society. Now, from the government part, government thinks it's impossible. Government thinks it's not affordable. Government thinks they can put amendments to make this system work better. But time after time, year after year, we have seen that our medical system, our medical health system, is getting worse and worse and worse, and so many people are affected by it. So we have to think about an alternative. You have to be brave enough not to be a pessimist and think about an alternative. Let's be frank again. America is pioneering everything, and I explained we are the best in science, in medicine, in arts, in music, in humanitarian aid around the world. Why we are failing in health system? You wonder, it might be intentional. So it has to change. There is no excuse why we should not change the system, and why would you say it's impossible? Again, that's insulting to the fighting spirit of America if you say it's impossible to change this health system. Now, my side, let me tell you one thing. My friends, my colleagues in medical field, healthcare providers, I'm addressing you. Yes, my friends. I choose not to be indifferent. I choose to speak up. I choose to not give up on my dreams. And I'm going to change this system with the help of American people, millions of American people that are affected by this broken health system. It's a shame. It's a shameful system, and we have to change it. We will change the system. I choose not to be a pessimist. We will change the system. So this is all I have for today. Again, these are the itemized stuff that I thought I need to share with you, why the system has not been changed so far. In the next video, I show you some other aspects of this failure, this broken system, for you great American people. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for sharing this video with your friends and your family. And thank you so much for paying attention to what I'm saying. And thank you so much for opening your mind to new possibilities, and be brave enough to go to uncharted territories and try something new in your life. Life is too short. Gift of life and gift of time. Use them wisely. Thank you so much for your attention. See you next time. Bye.